Hey, it's Helen Parsons with HealthyJourneyHelenParsons.com. Welcome to part 3 of runners of running for beginners. This is kind of what to do once you've got the foundation and you're ready to go. You've been running those 3 times a week, and you can run basically about 2 miles without stopping and taking a break. So now we need to figure out where we go from here. So first I want to say congratulations, because you've got the running bug if you want to move on from here. So that's really good. One of the really important things to remember is you've got to take it slow. Your body is not used to this type of exercise, so you need to be sure to take it slow. The general rule of thumb says about a 10% increase per week in mileage. So let's say that you're at that point where you're ready to increase your mileage. So let's try to do that, over a couple week period. So the first week, we're going to take one of the 3 runs that you're doing. Let's say you're running on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. We're going to take one of those 3 runs, and we're just going to extend it out by about 6 minutes or a half mile. So let's say Monday. Monday, we extend our time period either by 6 minutes that we're running, or by a half mile if you're keeping track of your distance, if you have some sort of GPS device or you're using an app on your phone to do that. So either way. Week 2, we're going to move to upping 2 runs by the 6 minutes or the half mile. So let's say same Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Week 2, on Monday, Wednesday, we're going to add that 6 minutes or that half mile. And week 3, you guessed it, all 3 runs, we're going to add that 6 minutes or that half mile. So at this point, you have that 3 times a week that you're running about 2.5 miles. So on subsequent weeks after this, you have a couple of choices. You can add in a 4th day and just kind of cut back your mileage so you're still running about the same, or you continue to extend the 3 that you're doing. Either way, you've got to keep track of that weekly mileage so that you're really not increasing more than about 10%. At this point, I wouldn't worry about pace, and I wouldn't worry about how do I get faster. Worry about pace a little bit down the road when you have that really solid base of running for at least 30 minutes 3 times a week, and then we can talk about pace. So a couple of good things at this point to do are you should set some goals. Like, what is your goal when you're running? Are you trying to get ready to run a 5K? Do you want to run a 5K for the first time? So maybe look at a local race calendar, or you can Google that and find a race that is enough weeks out that you can be ready for it. Sign up for it, put it on your calendar, and gosh darn it, you're going to do it. It's really good if you can solicit the help of a friend here so that you aren't doing this alone. But I did my first couple races, my first couple 5Ks alone. It was kind of nerve-wracking. That's a story for down the road, but you certainly can do it. And with a 5K, the race environment is really exciting, so you got to get caught up in that. And you get a t-shirt, so it's a little memento of your accomplishment. Maybe you want to increase how many miles you're running per week. Maybe you aren't so much interested in doing the 5K, but you want to increase your miles per week. So if that's your goal, kind of plot out how much you're going to be increasing per week, and until you get to that goal of where you want to go. Again, remember, don't overdo it. One thing you might want to do at this point is to consider doing a long run once a week. So if you're just starting off doing the long run, once a week, I generally do mine on Sunday, and then I take Monday as a rest day. You should take that day after as a rest day. So you can take that let's say you're up to 4 times a week and you do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So Sunday's going to be your longer run. Maybe start off, if your other runs are 3 miles, that'll be 3.5. And then start increasing that distance. So the next maybe 2 weeks at 3.5, and then do 2 weeks at 4, and then 2 weeks at 4.5. And, keep going to whatever distance that it is that you want to cover. And that helps you increase your endurance also. One other thing that I want to touch on is nutrition when you're running, because when I first started running, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm doing all this. This was basically my first physical activity. So I thought, oh, I'm doing all this exercise. I am burning all these calories. So I was eating way more than I should. And I ended up actually gaining about 10 pounds. Of course, I had quit smoking too, but I really was a little out of control with my eating because I was using it to justify, I was using the exercise to justify how much I was eating. So you really have to be aware, because running is a very strenuous exercise, make sure that your body is getting the appropriate balance of the nutrients it needs, that you're not just giving it one thing. And, the whole famous thing, runners need carbs. That's not an excuse to eat a plate of pasta every night. There's good carbs, there's bad carbs, and we could talk about that at some time too. Water, hydration, super, super important. I find that on days when I have a bad run, that if I look back and I think about the day before, I probably didn't drink enough water. Water hydration is the basis for so much. So make sure that you're hydrating yourself properly after your run and every day. So recap, you want to eat well, make sure it's balanced, drink plenty of water, get sleep. I think that you'll find that running helps with your sleep. It really has helped with mine. And have fun. That, go out there and make this something that you do for you. This is your time to focus on you. Okay, so part 4 will be coming on Monday. Have a great day.